Hey guys, what's up? We got some more within beta here. Just making a quick little video, just giving my opinion on what I think about so far about enhancement and what I think is going to happen, or what it looks like is going to happen in War Within, if more changes aren't made. But I am in a strong belief that more Enhancement Shaman changes are coming, especially to the talent tree, because some things look kind of weird. But let's get into this. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the tier set, and then I'll go over the hero talents with which build I think is going to be the strongest overall in all forms of content. So the first one I am going to look at is the tier set, right? So pretty simple, Storm Strike, basically all of our generators, so Storm Strike, Lava Lash, Ice Strike, and Crash Lightning, 15% increased damage. Then we got Feral Spirits that last 100% longer. The 2 set, you know, it's kind of basic. Just a small damage increase, but the 4 set, this is kind of insane. Doubling the time of Feral Spirits is kind of crazy, so we're going from 15 to 30 seconds, and we're also going from 5 Maelstrom generated from them, or maybe it's 6, to 10 or 11, which is a significant amount. Also, the buffs that they give you overlap. So if you have 4 Feral Spirits, you get overlapped. And this also applies to more things from the Tempest tree as well. So it gets quite crazy, like very crazy, very fast. So quickly, you can ignore those things. That's just some random stuff I've been testing. So we're going to go into the tree. So first off, we have Totemic. I am currently set up for Storm. Just an iteration, or just to say, I believe Storm is going to be the powerhouse of the War Within in its current state. In the current state, if nothing changes and this is all the exact same, Storm might be the best overall for either Totemic and Tempest at the same time. I believe that. And I'll tell you why. So, first off, we have Totemic, right? Surging Totem is going to be physical damage that scales with our Feral Spirits. So it increases the damage. The more Feral Spirits we have, the more Surging Totem, blah, blah, blah. You can kind of understand where I'm coming from, where I say it's going to be very, very powerful. Especially with the tier set, you're going to be having multiple overlaps of Feral Spirits, especially in Storm, because your Maelstrom generation is so high. On top of that, your Storm Strike spamming, making Totemic rebound very, very powerful and insanely good. You also get a Wind Fury buff, just baseline. Sunder gets a buff. I mean, these two don't really matter. These are irrelevant in Totemic. And then you kind of get a cleave scenario with Storm Strike and a little bit of cooldown reduction with Sunder. And, you know, you could even fish in Fire Nova if you can fit it in. The only issue I have with Totemic right now is the Wind Barrier. Currently, it's only doing 262k. I believe there's some sort of issue right now with scaling, because looking at the damage stuff that I'm doing, which we'll get into afterwards, it really sucks. We're doing less damage than in Dragonflight. But the reason why this sucks is because 262k of 4.3 million HP, it's absolutely worthless. It's not even like a point. There's no point in it. Maybe if it did like 700k, I would say it was worth it, but 200k, like that's like you can understand why. But anyways, yeah. You can also see, if you weren't here when I did the first look at enhancement on stream, they fixed the tree. Although Wind Fury weapon is supposed to be removed, and a lot of these talents are supposed to be moved, so Tempest, or Elemental Blast, Sundering, Feral Lunge, and a few others, I can't remember all of them, they're supposed to be moved somewhere else, but none of this has happened yet. There has been a Blue Note post saying that they should be moved, but I haven't seen it yet, and it's been quite a few weeks, so I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Wind Fury weapon is supposed to be removed, and it's supposed to be baseline, but who knows what's going to happen. Anyways, on to Tempest. Let's get into, or not Tempest, Stormbringer. I think Tempest is better. I don't know. So Tempest, I believe, is going to be the strongest especially in all scenarios. And the reason why is mainly because the tier set. Having feral spirits last 100% longer is kind of crazy. I can't believe it. And we'll get into that. So it's going to be strong from Totemic, and Totemic is going to be powerful in Mythic Plus. And we'll go over some niche scenarios later and some things that don't work with it as well. But Stormbringer is kind of insane because, one, every time you use Tempest, you generate a feral spirit, a nature feral spirit, increasing it. It says 4 until canceled. I don't know why, but it lasts for quite a long time. Now, why is this really good for Storm? Well, in Mythic Plus, you run Alpha Dog. And you're probably seeing where I'm going with this. If you already have 4 to 6 feral spirits of your own, you're generating a whole lot of maelstrom, and you're spending it, and you're generating even more feral spirits. Each one of those feral spirits is getting the Alpha Dog proc, and I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this. We're gonna have a shitload of Alpha Dog damage going on here, and a lot of feral spirit damage. But that's one of the reasons. The second one is you're going to have so many nature spirits out that Tempest and all your Chain Lightning and crap, all that damage is going to be through the roof. Through the roof. Now, I can't test Lightning Rod yet. It hasn't been implemented. As to why, I'm not sure. But, so, Awakening Storms, this is absolutely insanity. You can get Tempest a lot, like just an absurd amount. And what that means is we also get an absurd amount of feral spirits, right? And then if you proc it during deeply rooted elements, it's kind of crazy. So, and we're also like, it's just flowing insanely. And then it has some weird interaction with the Chain Lightnings. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but it doesn't even matter. Like, you're doing so much damage, and you'll see in a second. I'll go over it. But yeah, this is one of the reasons why I have... Oh, that's wrong. Sure. But this is one of the reasons why. And then you also just get 10% reduced damage from anything hit by Tempest. Thanks, Lua Era. I really appreciate that. So I'm sure you can understand like why I think this is going to be the best overall. And Tempest just does nature damage to everything, and it doesn't even say it has any fall off damage. It's just 87k to everything. So we'll just wail on something. So we drop Wind Fury, right? And then we pop Feral Spirits, and then we're just gonna calmly wail on something here. And then keep going, keep going, keep going. And then you do actually want to spend Maelstrom. You got some procs going. So it actually feels like the damage is higher than last time. So this is actually, so you can see I already have 2 sets of Feral Spirits. I have 4 things going on here. So we're just trying to get as much damage. There's a Tempest. Also, if you notice, my UI is garbage. Yes, I know. I haven't changed anything at all. We got another Tempest. So we're just pumping, we're pumping. We got more Feral Spirits to bring out. We got more things. So you can just see by the sheer amount of Feral Spirits I have out right now, that's kind of crazy. And then we Chain Lightning. It also, the Chain Lightning procs seem to be using up the Maelstrom. I don't know why, but it's whatever. It's kind of insane right now, so you can tell I have a lot of Feral Spirits out. Like, it's just crazy. Like, this is the reason why I feel like it's going to be insane. But anyways, you can see I get a lot of Tempest, and I get a whole lot of other things. So this is one of the reasons why I think Stormbringer and Storm are going to be the best, because of the interaction with the tier set, giving us even more Feral Spirits on top of Alpha Wolf and stuff like that. You're just going to be generating Feral Spirits like no tomorrow, and they're never going to go away, and it's awesome. So it's going to be crazy. But let's get into Totemic here. So there's a few things that I really like about Totemic and a few things that I'm not. As mentioned by a lot of better enhancement shamans than me, The interaction between trying to go between Lava Lash and Stormstrike is really hurting the talent tree. And I wholeheartedly agree. If you're playing Storm, you don't want to be pressing Lava Lash or Ice Strike. And if you're playing Elementalist, you don't want to be pressing Stormstrike, right? So that's where the interaction goes, well, this sucks, right? So you're fighting each other. It's fighting itself and hurting itself at the exact same time. But what are the things I really like about it? Well, so a biggest concern about for most people was, do I have to have the totem in melee? No, you don't. See? Watch. Boom. And then it should attack in a second, or it's attacking something else. I don't really know if it's attacking. Oh yeah, it's hitting. So you can see a little earth shock wave there. Might be hit, yeah. So you can see that. So it doesn't have to be in melee. Now, does it have to be line of sight? I don't quite know. Maybe trying to move it but can't. Oh no, that's line of sight. No, it's not. No, that's lame. I don't know if it has to be line of sight, but another thing is, and I'm sure everybody's wondering, can you have 2 surging totems down? Because we have this awesome talent, Totemic Recall, and I'm about to show you. We got one down, and then we pop it, and then, yeah, no, we don't. So that one was super disappointing to me. I thought that would have been really cool to have 2 surging totems explode and stuff like that. That would have been awesome, but unfortunately, no. But it does show you what targets can get surged, I think. Maybe? No, maybe that's someone else. Weird. But yeah, so surging totem, very cool idea. I really like it. I really do. But I still think it needs a lot of work. I originally thought that this was going to be really insane for Mythic Plus and stuff like that, but it's fighting itself too much. On top of that, with the tier set interaction, it's really not that good. But if you are really keen on running Totemic, then I still think Storm is going to be the best because Surging Totem does do physical damage, and the interaction with Totemic Rebound is a much better system than the Lively Totem system with the reactivity. I think it's going to be much better. This is capped at 5 targets. You know, you got Totemic Rebound. It's single target, but it does a lot of damage. On top of that, you get Wind Fury per damage as well. So it's a really weird interaction, but I really do think Storm is going to be better for this because you're scaling up the Surging Totem with the amount of Feral Spirits you have. But overall, I still think Stormbringer is going to be much, much better. But yeah, that's basically my thoughts on this. I do believe there's going to be a whole lot of changes here and here. I really hope so, at least, because it's super disappointing, and they've already announced that Wind Fury weapon was supposed to be removed, but it hasn't been, so I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, anyways guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Please let me know your thoughts on all of this and which build you think might be better and maybe why. And yeah, but anyways, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Later.